Morning, Miami. Welcome to this rainy Monday morning. This is the Women to Women show. I'm your host, Cristina Hernandez. Thanks for watching. And with me today is Ana Cristina. Thanks for being here of Biosacred.
I'm so happy to be here. Good morning, Miami. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Ana Cristina has been with us before, and she has a company named Biosacred.
Yes.
And let's kind of talk a little bit and remind everyone what Biosacred is all about.
Yes, absolutely. Buyer Sacred is basically honoring our human experience, our biology, and empowering ourselves to align our minds and our bodies to be more like optimal
Mhm,
and to live more a harmonious life
mhm,
in our own unique way.
mhm,
We are all different, but all the same in a way. And what we want to have healthier bodies,
mhm,
more aligned minds.
mhm.
And I like to joke and say, let's pay attention to our bodies and our minds, align, harmonize that, and our soul and spirit will show up. It's here to do the work. So,
I saw recently a a little commercial that was like an infomercial about Biosacred. Where can I see, like, so that others can kind of get an idea and find that video too? Where can I find that video?
yes, absolutely. Biosacred was a name that came to me through a meditation that I do intuitive coaching,
Hmm.
mindset intuitive coaching, and I do access and work on my intuition often. It's like a everyday work, like a nourishing work, right? We're nourishing our bodies, we're nurturing as well, we're nourishing our mind. It's not
Hmm.
just, oh, I arrive at this boat. No, it's a everyday. It takes discipline and takes dedication. And I did know in my heart that I want to do this work for myself and for the world and for the women, right? Because I work with the women through 35, 55, going through midlife crisis. Women mostly, they will say, oh, I feel like I'm living somebody else's life, or I feel like a shadow. I don't, I heard from a last client, I don't shine anymore, right? We all have the light. That's what the event that we're going to be talking about is called
Hmm.
Be Your Light, be
Hmm.
your source of happiness.
Hmm. And learn how to empower yourself and
Yeah.
lift yourself up from inside, because we all, like, I think one of the biggest thieves of joy is comparison.
Yes.
And to find truly what you're saying, find this light within yourself, because that is where you find your North Star.
Yes, we talk about that. It's on the, and answer your question, you can find, I was give the long answer because the name came to me as Buyer Sacred Space. And
Uh-huh.
I didn't really know what Buyer Sacred Space was until I started realizing that I got more into it. It's been like 3, 4 years that since that name came to me, I was given to me, everything was open. So
Mhm.
it's very easy to find me
Mhm.
because it's buyersacred.com, buyersacred at the Instagram, buyersacred at Facebook. I was able to register the name. The name was
Awesome.
meant to be given to me.
This is how it happens.
So,
It's true.
yes.
It's listening to your intuition that we
Yes.
all just sometimes repress and don't listen to. And then something happens and you're like, I had that voice inside of me. Why didn't I listen to it?
Yeah, because I might be busy. For
Yes.
instance, busy with other people's problems. I might be busy because I don't feel well in my body,
Mhm.
right? It's
Mhm.
especially on our 40s, our 50s, our bodies are changing so much.
Mhm.
And sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I feel so down. And then I have to pay attention to what my body's telling me. Like,
Mhm.
I'm going premenopause. I'm going to be 51.
Mhm.
Why do I need to
Mhm.
hide that?
Mhm.
Why do I need to say, oh no, you should not tell your age?
Mhm.
I proudly say my age because you know what? I got myself until today.
Yes.
right?
Thank God we became that age, because the alternative would not be would be not being here.
Exactly. If I'm here, I want to be present. I want to be happy as I am. I want to be fulfilled. I
Mhm.
want to be loving, because when I love myself and I have compassion for myself where I'm at any given moment, I'm able to get that to somebody else.
Yes. Yeah.
Because if we enter a room and the room is dark and we turn the light on,
Mhm.
everybody around in that room is going to benefit from the light that you turn it on.
100%.
So
100%. That's why we're doing this show,
yes,
to help empower women, because our voices need to be heard. So
yes, and
help and lift each other up,
in a
because we're so
fun
busy
way.
giving and giving and giving that we're not paying attention to
Absolutely.
hear.
Absolutely. It's very interesting you said that, because on the event July 1st in
Yes.
Inhale,
Mhm.
we're gonna have basically I divide in three
Okay.
sections, just to make it easier for people to understand what the event is about, what we're going to be focusing. It's going to be some surprise, some arts going on, because I do believe in having fun and having pleasure on what we do. Working ourselves should not feel like another job. We have
Mhm.
too many jobs already that we need to show up for society. So working for ourselves has to be loving, fun, and joyful.
Mhm.
So, and the third part of the event is the art of receiving. It's going to be some exercise, some fun activities, for us to receive,
Mhm.
because it's not about just it's about the engine that
Yeah.
gives the receiving and giving, receiving and giving. We live in a society, we live in a community. We'll talk about the power of community and women supporting women, what
Mhm.
your show is about. So we start with the immunity on the event. The first part, we're going to talk about self-love,
Mhm.
because learning how to talk to our bodies, how to touch our bodies, how to relate it to our own immediate environment, and so forth, working with some symbologies to ignite
Mhm.
that, where we need to ignite in our light to become to be our light. The light is
Mhm.
there, it just need to be more like, fired up. And we start with the immune system activation, because when
Mhm.
we feel good, truly, when we feel good, we tend to make better decisions. We have a clear mind and things like that. And second, we're going to have a Himalayan Kundalini yoga class that she's doing. Her name is Brand Baldwin. She's a great yoga teacher, and she actually learned, she taught in, no, she did, she learned her schooling. She went to India. So she's like super amazing. She's doing that session for the empowerment access.
Mhm.
So it's going to be exercise for empowerment access,
Mhm.
breath work, yoga. I don't know what she have in storage.
Yeah.
So, and then on the third, we wrap up with the art of receiving, because we're going to receive and we're going to learn how to bring that into the world.
Is this a one-day event?
Yeah, it's going to be super. It's 6:30 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. It's in a couple hours.
Okay.
It's going to
2
fly.
hours.
2 hours.
That's fast.
Yes.
But it sounds like such an amazing event for women to come together.
Yeah.
And really help support each other, lift each other up, have some fun, create a sense of community amongst each other. There's so much. This is why, Ana Cristina, how we found each other, because this is what, I want to support this mission too. This is what I'm all about.
Yeah, no, thank you. And I know you came to one of my master classes, and this
which was
July,
virtual.
Yes,
Yeah.
at the time, like with the corona.
Yeah.
And exactly, now is the time to go back to look into each other's eyes in person, and to get to see our community and grow together.
Yeah.
And we become much stronger that way.
Mhm.
And this is July 1st, so the 2 hours, but we're going to expand on it. This
Mhm.
is just like the return, like,
This is like, we're back.
we're back and stronger and prettier
Yes.
and more fun
Yes.
and music and
Yeah.
everything.
Good stuff. And Inhale is near.
Yeah, it's like it's
Part of
north of
town?
Buena Vista.
Okay. So
Yes.
just north of Buena Vista. On July 1st, which is next Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
From 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. I saw the pictures of Inhale. It looks like a beautiful
Yes.
space as well.
Yeah, it's very they've been awesome. They've been very accommodating. And what I like about Inhale is because they have the studio inside, and also they have an outside part of it.
Mhm.
So some of the activities might be we're probably going to do. I'm going tomorrow to do the mapping of the space and how things going to flow, because it's all about flowing,
Yes,
right? No
yes.
resistance. And that's what I like about Inhale. The energy is great, the decoration is great, sound system, lighting, everything's going to be there.
Perfect.
The teamosphere is going to be awesome, and they do have an outside space, so it's going to be
Good.
we're going to do a live art, so we're going to create art together.
What kind of art?
I have an artist. She used to be my client, an artist friend that's coming in. Her name is Aisha Makara, and she teaches arts for healing, and she's going to have us doing throughout the event some like collaborative art. Yes.
Very fun.
Oh, it has to be fun.
Yoga, art, women supporting women, creating a sense of community, music,
movement. Yes.
This is good. If you want more information regarding the upcoming event, which is just the beginning of many more to come after this, you can find information on Biosacred Instagram. It's at Biosacred.
Yes.
On Facebook, on Eventbrite, all by searching Biosacred.
Yes, I'm so blessed, and I'm very blessed to have like women like you, also beautiful.
Thank you.
And to be here. Miami has been so supportive of Biosacred, right? Of this like movement, and yes, thank you.
I saw also a great little 2-minute YouTube video, which really encapsulates so succinctly what Biosacred is all about. And you can see that video on biosacred.com.
Or the Biosacred YouTube channel, which I have what I call the Biosacred Minute.
Oh.
Yes, I just give like a little like within a minute, as I was just guided by your producer. He's like, Anna, remember.
Shout out to Word.
Yes, keep it short. Yes, thank you, Word.
Right? Okay.
And so I do the Biosacred Minute, which I get tips and something fun, something just kind of like get us going.
So we can also find you on YouTube.
The YouTube channel, Biosacred.
A word that you touched on a few minutes ago that we were talking about is intuition.
Yes.
And really waking that intuition up and really paying more attention to it. Because we are, as women, so busy just going through the motions,
right?
Taking care of everybody else. And how many times has something happened after the fact that you just wished you would have listened to that intuition? And I feel like what Biosacred really hones in on is stopping and making you smell the roses so that you can hear that intuition.
Yeah, and we use also some biohacks too, some like tools from it's a gathering of experience and studies and courses that I have throughout my life. And one very interesting thing at first is bring things to the body for us to ground ourselves when we're going all over the place, and then we're not listening to our intuition, right? Because we've been pulled this way, this way, and the phone and all that kind of stuff, children or whatever. And one of the biohacks that we teach is if you hold your breath for a second, you hold your breath and you just kind of stop, you resets your train of thoughts. So it kind of like, oh, hold on. And then you see a little bit more options, because when you start like touching your intuition, oh, should I go left or right? Okay, if I go, and then that split second, you're like, oh, left might be calling me more. And then by be left, okay, what do I need to do in order to go to the left? How do I need to pack into go into the journey to the left versus the journey to the right? Now you become more effective. Now you're saving time and energy because you have more like a North Star, right?
This North
and
Star.
it's
Finding
about
it.
I tap into one on my blog about purpose,
Mhm.
finding purpose. Do we all need to have a purpose?
Mhm.
And all the pressure that we put on ourselves to find the purpose, which
Mhm.
I believe that our soul purpose finds us once we create that space
Mhm.
within ourselves. Talking about biosacred space is the space that we live in. My body is my
Mhm.
space and yours, and this studio is a space. Life does not exist without a space,
Mhm.
and the spaces that we occupying are entangled in our own energy. So
Mhm.
it's just like, how we're showing up.
One thing that I learned from you was about the 95% rule.
5%, 95% rule. Yes.
Let's talk about that again, because I love that. I mean, it's true.
Yeah, when you stop, you're like, oh, yeah, I am doing. Has to do about focusing on what you have accomplished instead of like what you still have ahead of you.
Mhm.
Give yourself credit.
Yeah.
Have you started? So give yourself credit for having started.
Yeah.
Because if I concentrate, if I have done 1% or 5%, and but I'm thinking about the 99% or the 95% that I haven't done yet,
Yeah.
I'm putting myself down. I'm creating an overwhelmness feeling.
Yep.
But if I focus on today, right now, that I have done 1%, 2%, 5%, now where energy goes, the power goes. So if
Yeah.
I'm putting water on my 5% before I realize my 5% is going to become 30%,
Yeah.
and then 50 and so forth, and I keep on that resilience. That's where resilience comes from.
Yeah.
You look what's in front of you, you become more oriented, you know your North Star. Now you become more your discipline, you
Mhm.
become more selective. Is this serving me on my
Mhm.
journey or not serving me? So you become more selective and keep on focusing what's in the tasks in front of you and yourself. That's what the 5% rule comes
Focus
from.
on what you've done versus what you haven't done. And
Exactly.
when you focus on what you have done, the energy is going to follow
Yes.
and things will continue to grow from there. If you put that energy there, it's not like it just happens like this. You got to put the energy in.
Yeah. And I usually teach I was teaching some entrepreneurs last week, and I talk about, oh, do you want to know how can you figure out all the aspects of a moment or situation? They're like, yes. Well, chances are you can't.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, perfect doesn't exist. And if it did, it would take discipline and would take work.
It's so true. If it's one, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and if it's one thing that I'm repeating to her over and over is perfection doesn't exist. I'm not perfect. Your dad's not perfect. There is no perfect school. All we can do is do the best we can, be good to each other, be a good friend, be a good daughter. I can try and do me the best mom I can be.
As
Like,
being who you are.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I just feel like we all get stuck in like trying to live up to something that it's just like that doesn't exist.
Yeah, a lot of times we're trying to live from up here
Yeah.
instead of here.
One thing I saw too when we were flipping through this book that you kind of you know, you
I co-published.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was Keeping Up with the Joneses. I kind of saw that little word in here, and that word kind of caught my attention.
Yeah, I
I'm
wrote
like,
that. Yeah.
if we can learn that lesson
Like,
earlier
who are
in
the
life,
Joneses?
exactly.
Anyways, who even are they?
Don't do it to yourself. Keep up with yourself. Be the best version of you. And do go to the Biosacred event on July 1st, which is next 30 at 6:30. You can find more information about this event on Eventbrite, her Instagram, Biosacred website, Facebook, and it'll just be about finding a community of other like-minded women to lift each other up and find your North Star, find your purpose,
And be your light.
and be your light. I love that.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
being.
so much.
Yeah. So next Thursday, July 1st at Inhale, which is just north of Buena Vista, like in between the Design District and like Little Haiti area.
Yes, it's on
Beautiful space. Great.
Northeast Second Street,
Okay.
around 63rd Street. So
It's going to be great.
it will be. It's yeah,
Good stuff.
yeah, good
Thanks
stuff.
for coming here
Thank you.
again and
Thank you,
kind of shedding
Cristina.
the light and talking about again what Biosacred is all about. I think we all need to find more of what speaks to us inside. And if you're missing that, come to the Biosacred event. Ana Cristina can help you find that.
Yes, join us.
Please do. July 1st, next Thursday, 6:30 to 8:30 at Inhale. Thank you, Miami, for watching. And if you are a woman in business and would like to be here, I would like to help promote your business as well. So please follow me or find me on social media, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week and talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye, Cristina.
Bye.